I'm eating light this morning. That's my coffee right there. 62 the Freedom Coffee Cup. And that's two. Oh my God, you're not gonna eat those bananas. Are you 62? Oh, those are rotten bananas. Don't eat that because it might have salmonella. You'd be wrong. These bananas are perfect. Here, I'll peel them and show you what they look like. There you go. These are Cebu bananas. They got a lot more vitamins than those bananas y'all are eating over there. And they got a citrus tang to them. Delicioso. Some of the bananas here have big seeds in them, but not these. Not any of the bananas from my property. Yeah, I'm trying to drop a few pounds. We're getting ready to go on vacation from the 30th to the 2nd. Just a 3-day vacation. See what we can get into on another island. I hadn't even seen this whole island yet. I'd like to take a grand tour of the island. Go on an adventure. With my wife. I don't want to go. I wouldn't want to go in the car though. You can't see anything. Really. I'm gonna zoom by it. Should do it in a motorcycle, but you know, it's kind of rough on your body parts. Woo! There's some egrets. Flock of egrets. Right there. Five egrets flying home from a long day of eating in the rice field. Some people tell me there's little fish in the rice field when it stays wet like that. When you see it filled up with water. I don't know how they get there. But I don't know, the irrigation is from the river, so that's probably why. Wow, this place is magical, right? Just magical sunsets all the time in this little cove. Nirvanaville Cove. Anyway, we're embarking on a mini vacation. Just a 3-day vacation. We're gonna head out on the bus in the morning and I'll show you what's going on right here. So we're going to the city of Cebu. It's a couple islands from here, and Cebu City is where Ferdinand Magellan, the world explorer who circumvented the earth for the first time before everybody else did, I think. I think also Drake did it for the English, and he did it for Spain, even though he wasn't from Spain, but Spain backed him and he circumvented the earth. But his ship circumvented the earth. He actually died in Cebu. History claims a couple different versions. One version is, the mainstream version is, he got nicked by a poison arrow when he got in a skirmish in Cebu City. And then he was defending his troops to get back to the ship, his shipmates. And once he got hit with the poison arrow, he got hacked to death. But he had no business really fighting in the Philippines, for one thing, in my opinion. He was trying to you know, spread Christianity through violence, which I don't agree with. Anyway, he was trying to claim also the Philippines for the Spanish, which eventually happened anyway. But anyway, I regress from that. And then the other version is that he got cannibalized in Cebu, which there is some evidence for it, although it's slight, and I don't really believe it. But there's also evidence that Ferdinand Magellan ate intestines when they stopped in Guam. They cannibalized some human intestines because they all had scurvy. That's another story in history. You can look all that up if you want to. That's not really what this is about. This is about, we're gonna go visit the cross of Magellan. I want to see that. It's up on a church, I believe. And if I can remember, I'll show a picture of that right here. I'm going to show in this picture map exactly the route that Magellan took and the route that we're going to take. I used this picture map in the past on a couple of videos. I think it's kind of cool. Although if you were taking a longer trip, it would be even cooler. So let's check that out. So Magellan was Portugal, but he was working for Spain. So the trip around the world started in Spain and went down and then around what he discovered as the strait, what is called the Strait of Magellan today, which there's just a few islands below that. And then he went up to some islands owned by the French now that he coined Disappointment Islands. So I guess there was nothing on there really. And so then he was on to Cebu, where he got in a skirmish with some soldiers there. Now he went on to Guam right there. And then where he might have ate some human intestines. Then he went on to Cebu, where he might have got ate, or he got hit with a poison arrow, we don't know. But he died right there where that red pin is, and Kano took over. So then he continued on. So Magellan never made it around the world. His lieutenant did. He went around the Cape of Good Hope in Africa, and that's where he's headed now. So then after that, it was back to Spain, and that was the first navigation of the globe in the history that we know of, although I think the Vikings probably did it. And just like Magellan, Ferdinand Magellan, 62 to freedom is going to Cebu. This is how we're going to do it. We're going to ride a bus from Nirvanaville, here where I live, in Zaragoza, north to where Boracay Island is. It's an airport called Cataclan. So the bus ride is going to take like 3 or 4 hours, more close to 4 hours, probably 4 hours to get to Cataclan. And once we get from the bus up to Cataclan, then there's quite a few of us traveling, like 3 couples or something like that. And my daughter's going to go with us. So we're going to go from Bugasan to Cataclan on a bus. And that's going to be enjoyable because, I drive everywhere all the time. And so I don't get to see much, really. You don't get to see much when you're driving. Other license plates. That's all you get to see, really. And so then once we get up to Cataclan, we're going to catch there's no bus ticket ahead of time. You just, it's just like the city bus. It goes by the house here. So we're going to hop on that, starting right around 8 o'clock in the morning. We're supposed to be down there to meet the friend. Everybody's supposed to meet in downtown Bugasong at 8 a.m. So then we're going to catch the next bus that goes by there. We got till 1 o'clock, I believe. 1 o'clock is when the flight leaves Magellan to go to Cebu City. So we'll catch a little hopper flight, a couple islands over is all it is. You know, shoot, if I had a good boat, we could probably ride over there, but, you know, I don't. So anyway, we're going to catch that flight right there. We're going to fly from, you see the island that we're flying from right there. Just all we did was drive to the north part of it. So then we're going to fly over past another island. I'm not sure which one that is right now. Anyway, we pass one island and then we get to an international airport over in Cebu called Mactan Cebu International Airport Terminal. So we're going to get there, and then after that, after we land there, we will go through customs and all that stuff, you know, like you normally do. And we don't have any motel then. I threw a motel up there, but we don't really have a motel. We're just flying by the seat of our pants right now, so it's okay. We'll figure something out. If not, we'll sleep on the beach. Let the sand fleas get no. Anyway, we'll catch a taxi. You know, I just put a motel up there from the airport. We'll catch a taxi from the airport, and the airport guards point out the taxis that are good for you, and they know the ones. They don't let anybody come up there in the taxi stand waiting in line that they don't know. They will weed them out, you know, so it's safe. It's completely safe. I've never had a problem with any taxis in the Philippines whatsoever. So there you go. We're headed to the some kind of motel right there that we're probably not going to stay in.